Hello students, I am Prachi. In the last lecture, we will see the safety and prevention of accidents 1.1. Today I am going to explain the 1.3, 1.4 and also the 1.2. So this is the 1.2, that is the electric shock. It is also I am explaining the last lecture. So this is the electric shock. What is electric shock? An electric shock occurs when a person comes into contact with an electrical energy source. Electrical energy flows through a portion of the body causing a shock. Exposure to electrical energy may result in no injury at all or may result in devastating damage or death. So, the causes of electric accidents. These are the 10 causes of electric accidents, and these are the factors on which severity of shock depends. First is voltage of the system, second is the current passing through the body, third is the part of the body involved, fourth is the period for which organ remain in contact with live part, fifth is resistance of body, and sixth is supply system. This is the procedure for rescuing the person who has received an electric shock. Switch off electric circuit and remove the body from the contact. Second, if cutting off supply is not immediately possible, remove the body from live conductor by wooden rod, bundle of paper, etc. without touching him. Call the doctor. Next is he should not be exposed to cold. Stimulants should not be administered. Artificial respiration should be started immediately and continue for about 3 to 4 hours. Patient should not be removed from this place until he is found breathing, and artificial breathing should be continued till he breathes normally. So the methods of providing artificial respiration. These are the 4 methods of artificial respiration. Schaeffer's prone pressure method, Slivester's method, Nelson's arm lift back pressure method, mouth to mouth method. So next is the 1.3, that is precautions against electric fires, use of fire extinguishers, actions in case of such fires, types and operation of fire extinguishers. So causes of fire due to electrical reasons are: first is if poor quality of material used in installation work at large loads burning off. Second is insulation on connecting wires result into fire. Third is setting of relay may be incorrect or relays fail to operate. Short circuit between phase and neutral wire between two phase, etc. Fifth is ground fault between phase and frame. Sixth is overheating damaging insulation. So these are the causes of fire due to electrical reasons. Precautions to avoid fire due to electrical reason. Use proper rating of fuse and relays. Indian electricity rule should be followed. A very good earth should be provided to every equipment or machinery. Insulation or connecting wires should be of very good quality. Fifth is other material used for providing connection should also be good quality. Sixth is joint of wires should be avoided, and if required should machinery strong. Sixth, seventh is installation should be free from moisture, effect of chemical fumes, dust, dirt, etc. Last is firefighting equipments be kept ready at all times of fire extinguishers. So these are the operation of fire extinguishers. In the event of fire on electrical mains or apparatus, affected part shall immediately be completely isolated from its source of supply. Second is fire extinguishers which are not insulated should never be used in fighting fire near exposed live conductor. Jet of water does not come into contact with live conductors. Fourth is when it is required to use stream of water, soda acid type extinguishers, all the neighboring mains or apparatus must made dead. So these are the operation of fire extinguishers, and the five main type of fire extinguishers are water, water mist or water spray, foam, dry powder, standard or specialist, carbon dioxide, and wet chemical. These are the five main type of fire extinguishers. So, in brief, what is the water fire extinguishers? Water extinguishers are only suitable for class A fire consisting of paper, wood, straw, coal, rubber, solid plastic, and soft furnishing. They are the simplest, most common, and least expensive type of extinguishers, costing from around. These are the water fire extinguisher. This is the water mist extinguisher, the newest type of extinguisher. This is very powerful but smaller device. Exude and ultra-fine mist, microscopic dry demineralized water particles. And this is the water spray fire extinguisher, available in 3 and 6 liters. Water spray fire extinguishers are suitable to fire involving organic solid materials such as wood, cloth, paper, plastics, or coal. So these are the fire extinguishers. And the next is the foam extinguisher. The foam smoothers the fire in solid and liquid class A and B, but not in burning fast fats or cooking oils class F. They can be used on some electrical fires. So the dry powder extinguisher. What is dry powder extinguisher? These are suitable for fighting burning solids, liquids, and gases. Class A, B, and C fires. Specialist powder extinguishers are designed to tackle type D fires. So the CO2 extinguisher, this contains only pressurized carbon dioxide gas and therefore leave no residue. They are suitable for use on fire involving burning liquid class B and electric fires such as of large computer equipment, so are practical in offices, so etc. So this is the CO2 extinguisher. Note down these points. And next is the wet chemical extinguisher. This is the last. These are the only extinguishers apart from water mist suitable for class F fires and are mainly used in kitchen with deep fat fires. They can also be used in class A and some can be used on class B fires. They consist of pressurized solution of alkali salts in water. So this is the wet chemical extinguishers.